Okay, good evening everyone and welcome to this Thursday evening LifeVantage Overview, where this evening I'll be sharing with you some information on some incredible breakthrough products, all in the field of activation. So for many of us, we've all heard about supplementation, and tonight might be the first time that you've heard about activation. So I hope you get some value out of it. I'll also be sharing with you a little overview of the company and its direction. Before I begin, I'd just like to share a little bit about myself and how I became involved with this company. So my name is Gillian Joyce and I'm a leader from Yeppoon on the Capricorn Coast. I have been with the company for just over 3.5 years and loved every minute of it. I was not actually looking for a business when this came to me. It was a beautiful girlfriend of mine who reached out to me to share the products with me, and in particular, our little blue bottle of Pro-Tandem NRF2, which was pretty well one of the only products that Australia had at the time when I was first introduced. And she reached out to me because she knew my family history. And that is that on my mum's side of the family, we have a history of heart conditions. So I've lost my grandma in her early 70s with a weak heart. My mum gets heart palpitations, which we're mindful of, but I've also lost a sister after open heart surgery when she was only 21. So we've always been very mindful that we need to take care of ourselves and the family, be mindful of our heart health and just health in general. And, you know, in today's world, we really all need to be mindful because our environment has a great impact on us. And we learnt that very well when a few years ago, I also lost my dad. And he was a young man at 58, too young to leave this world. And he was what we thought a perfectly well, healthy man until he slipped and hurt his shoulder picking avocados on our property. And it just wouldn't heal, it wouldn't get better. And he started deteriorating really quickly. And it got to the point where he was struggling to get out of bed, really. And so we were sent to Brisbane looking for some sort of virus or infection, a reason for him to deteriorate so quickly. And that's when they discovered that he had cancer. And at that point, there was nothing they could do for him. We were sent home. We had a couple more weeks with him before he passed away. So it all happened really quickly, all very unexpected. And it was yet another warning to us, I guess you could say, that really we need to be taking our health into our hands and being proactive. I've always considered our family fairly healthy. We've always eaten the right foods, avoided takeaways, we've played sports to maintain activity. We've done most of the right things. We've grown up in, you know, cleaner environments, in the bush, that sort of a thing. But still this stuff kept sneaking in. And so when my girlfriend reached out and she told me about this bottle that reduced something called oxidative stress, and I'll explain that a little bit more as we go on, but basically oxidative stress is linked to everything that we don't want. And it's something that everybody has, but we all have it at varying rates. So depending on your personal health, some of us have really high levels of oxidative stress, which means that diseases and illnesses start popping up. Others, you know, we just maintain a good level and, you know, we just go through day-to-day life, and it's what causes us just to age naturally. You know, it's the reason we get wrinkles and grey hairs, and we get a little bit stiffer as we get older, or, you know, struggle to get out of bed, those sorts of things. So, you know, it's something that does impact us all. But reducing it is extremely important for everybody. So when she told me about this, I knew it was something that not only I wanted, but I wanted my whole family to be taking it as well. At the time, my son, Corey, he was only 6 weeks old when I started to share this, or when I knew I wanted to be sharing this. So I wasn't looking to grow this business quickly or anything. I just wanted to share with those nearest and dearest to me. Those few people that I did share with had some incredible results, and they too wanted to share with others. And so for me, the business started to grow naturally. And since then, I have just continued to share this incredible product because it's like when you go to a movie. If you love it, you want to tell people about it. If you find something that works for your family, you want to share it with others. And that's all I've done. I've just been sharing this incredible product because I love it, I believe in it, and you know, for me, there was a lot of science that backed it up. And that has meant that I have been able to continue my leave and to stay home with my children. They're now 6 and 4, and I've extended my leave every year because of this business. I've been able to stay home and maintain that. So I'm very grateful for what this has brought me on the business perspective as well as the health perspective. So just to shed a little bit of light on our company as a whole. So we are leaders in a field of research known as nutrigenomics. Now, nutrigenomics is the study of nutrition and how it affects our genes. And you may have seen this word pop up a little bit more frequently in the news. You might see it on the Today Show or Sunrise, those sorts of programs where they do feature some of the latest trends. And nutrigenomics is definitely catching the attention of the health world. And that is because we're all about specialized nutrition these days. So gone are the days of supplementation where we're basically throwing mud at a wall and hoping something will stick. With supplementation, you're taking really high doses of all sorts of different things, hoping that your body will absorb some of those nutrients. But unfortunately, what we know is that your body can only absorb so much before we excrete very expensive urine. When it comes to nutrigenomics, we're looking at your specific genes and how to activate them, how to turn them on. And as you can see by these quotes on this slide, it is known as the latest trend, and it's predicted to be a $17 billion industry by the year 2023. That's only a few years of time. So it's definitely growing rapidly at the moment. Our company very recently rang the bell on the NASDAQ, the opening bell or the closing bell. That is a sign to show that our company is well and truly the leaders in this area. We have incredible breakthrough products with research that backs it up. So our company specializes in biohacking, which is hacking into our biology. We all have some good hacks at times. You know, it might be the way that you do something at home to make it easier and more efficient. What we also know is that our body is being hijacked every single day, whether it be from physical demands, emotional demands. You know, we're living a day and age of information, and our emotions are being played on all the time. We've got biochemically the ways in which our bodies are impacted in that sense of the chemicals that are in the world, toxins, EMFs, things we cannot even control, particularly with the rollout of 5G. I've only heard concerns there. And allergies. You know, there's just so many ways in which our body is hijacked every single day. And biohacking is hacking into our biology. So if you choose water over soft drink, that's a hack, a biohack. If you choose to go for a walk instead of sitting on the couch and relaxing, that's a biohack. You know, you're hacking into your own biology to optimize it. We're taking control. And this is where our company really focuses in the area of nutrigenomics. So we're actually hacking into our own cells, our own biology, to get our cells working at their optimal potential. So our first high biohack, as I mentioned, and the product that I was first introduced to was Protandim, which reduced oxidative stress. But for many of us, we haven't really even heard about oxidative stress. And so oxidative stress in the simplest form is the rusting of the cells or the breakdown of the cells due to environmental factors. So it could be the air that we breathe, the water we drink, the foods we eat, radiation, EMFs, pollution, work stress life, you know, any number of those things all cause oxidative stress in the body. And it's due to a buildup of free radicals, which you may have heard of. So free radicals bombard our body, cause our cells to break down. The way in which we combat free radicals is through antioxidants. But if we don't make enough antioxidants, those free radicals take over, and that's where oxidative stress comes in. The problem with oxidative stress is that it's linked to virtually all diseases and illnesses. There's more than 200, and you can go and search on the website, on any website, oxidative stress plus whatever it is that you might be concerned about, and you'll just see all the links that pop up there. So some of the things that happen to our bodies when it comes to oxidative stress include things like fatigue and reduced concentration, the changes in our skin texture and the loss of moisture, narrowing of arteries, around the heart, that sort of a thing, decreased nutrient absorption, changes in our microbiome, so that whole gut health, decreased immunity, increased cortisol, and muscle and protein breakdown. Basically, oxidative stress impacts every single cell, system, organ, and organism within your body. So reducing oxidative stress is extremely important. So like I said, antioxidants are how we neutralize those free radicals to stop them from causing oxidative stress. And we have known about antioxidants for decades now, probably 6 decades. We have been told to eat antioxidant-rich diets. We've been told to take supplements that have got thousands and if not billions of antioxidants in them. And that is because at any one time we have trillions of free radicals roaming our body. But when it comes to direct antioxidants, so the ones that we consume, they only have a 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to eliminating free radicals. So when it comes to things like a punnet of blueberries, our most potently rich antioxidants, you're looking at eliminating about 6,000 free radicals. 1-to-1, done, that's it. So the number of blueberries that you would be needing to consume every single day to combat the free radicals we're bombarded with is like 8 or 9 kilograms. And if you were to be doing that, not only would the cost just be ridiculous, but you couldn't physically consume that many. It's like 375 oranges or 87 glasses of red wine. We just can't physically do that to combat all those free radicals. And not to mention, that is a direct antioxidant. So we're doing ourselves more harm by trying to make our body work hard to consume all of that. However, more recently, research has gone into how our body actually produces its own antioxidants. So we've always known it can do that, but we didn't know how until more recently. And it was through the discovery of NRF2, which is a protein messenger in our cells responsible for telling our cells to produce antioxidants. So when that NRF2 protein messenger is switched on, our body is in production mode. It's producing antioxidants. And it does that at a rate of 1 million to 1. So it's producing 1 million antioxidants per cell, eliminating 1 million free radicals per cell per second, which is huge and far more effective than any other direct antioxidant could be. You just couldn't beat it. So I'm all for a very healthy diet. You cannot replace good nutrition. We need that to fuel our bodies. But when it comes to antioxidants, our body doing it for itself is always far more powerful. So of NRF2 activation, Washington State University actually said that it may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and the most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's a massive claim. And we think about things like penicillin, which took about 17 years to filter down into the medical world. These breakthroughs do take time, but this one is quickly catching on. So your local GP, so your general practitioners, not all of them have heard of NRF2 yet, but it's certainly filtering down. I know that there are a few that have said, yes, I have heard of that. We're having world conferences on NRF2. It's being featured in thousands of articles. So we went from one article in 2004 to over, I think we're over 13,000 articles now. I haven't checked in the last couple of months, and I know it was increasing by hundreds every single month. So we're about 13,000 peer-reviewed studies on NRF2 now. It's growing exponentially, definitely gaining the attention. We've got university subjects focused solely on NRF2 now in that medical profession because of how powerful it is. So this is where Protandim comes in, because it is the world's first and all-natural NRF2 activator. So in a US study, it was proven to reduce oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. That was massive. If you go and read that study, you'll see that it's by as much as 70% after 4 months. So the longer you're taking it, the better off you are. It has that cumulative effect. And it does that by naturally supporting your cellular repair and rejuvenation process. So it goes into the body, it activates those cells to produce their own antioxidants, so your body is doing the work for itself. And it's only 1 tablet a day. So it's made up of 5 natural ingredients. Some of these you've probably heard of before. We have turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, ashwagandha, and bacopa, all of which have been used for centuries in ancient Chinese healings, remedies, very therapeutic individually. But it's the synergy of these 5 ingredients. So when they go together in synergy, in a precise formula, it activates the cell, so it's producing its own NRF2, and the NRF2 pathway is turned on. So it makes it 1800% more effective than if you were to take any of those individually. So not supplementing the body, we're activating it, turning it on. We have TGA certification, BSCG, which means safe for Olympians and athletes. We have multiple studies, but one of the more recent ones was conducted by the National Institute of Aging, where they tested a number of different supplements and known health products, and they put Protandim in there at the last minute. And of all of the products they tested, Protandim was the only one proven to increase the median health lifespan by an average of 7% in males, a little bit less for females, but females live for longer anyway. But that alone, increasing median health lifespan, that is very powerful and something we're very proud of. So we talk about the studies. We've got 31 peer-reviewed studies. So peer-reviewed means it's been sent out to multiple parties. Only once they all agree it's correct can it be published on this website, pubmed.gov. You will find 26 of those peer-reviewed studies on this website, and you can go through and check them all out. They are incredible. One's for, on the heart, all sorts of organisations. You can see more than 40 universities across the world have researched this product as a whole. That's almost unheard of in the supplement industry. Normally, it's only if the company will pay for it for themselves will they get any studies. For ours to have 26 peer-reviewed studies, that process is an expensive process, all independently funded by outside parties. That says a lot. It has featured in several journals, including the Circulation Journal, which is the American Heart Journal, that goes all around the world. And it's the only natural supplement to have ever featured in that journal, which is a real credit to our company as well. So in 2016, our company then had a second breakthrough, and that was with an NRF1 synergizer. So NRF1 is another pathway within your cells, and it is responsible for our mitochondria production. So mitochondria you may have heard of. Definitely in the fitness world, it pops up a lot because it is our production of ATP. It's your cellular energy. It's where we get up and go from. And so that mitochondria in your cells is like the engine of the cells, the powerhouse, and it has absolutely powerful responses. Now, something interesting I learned about mitochondria is that you cannot actually produce brand new mitochondria. You can only replicate what you've already got. So if your mitochondria are not healthy, if they've been damaged, if they're just not performing at their peak function, then that's what you continue to produce. So by taking an activator like NRF1, you will be boosting your cellular performance and enhancing that mitochondria work. So very powerful. Once again, it's 5 ingredients, all extremely therapeutic individually, but it's the synergy of those ingredients that work together. So we call those our 1-2 punch, and NRF1 is always taken in conjunction with NRF2, and that's just because the NRF2 continues to clear out the waste while the NRF1 is boosting that energy. So NRF2 you can have individually, but NRF1 always goes hand in hand with NRF2. So moving on to our gut health, because we know that gut health is so important, and this is an area that has been widely gaining attention in the health world these days, almost everybody knows that they should be on some form of probiotic just to support your microbiome. And when it comes to your gut, there are a few signs that might be telling you you need to give it a little bit more TLC. And that can include things like digestive concerns, stomach aches, gas, bloating, heartburn, brain fog. The brain and the gut are connected. Your mood, serotonin is made in the gut. So if you're not feeling very happy, you know, it's a lot to do with your gut. Food cravings or weight, that can be an imbalance of gut bacteria, or even poor sleep, because when we have less serotonin, it means less melatonin, which is your get good sleep hormone. And what happens with most standard probiotics is they hit the stomach first, which is an extremely acidic environment. And this is where most of those good bacteria get killed off. In fact, studies show that most standard over-the-counter probiotics, you're only getting about 4% of that good bacteria down into the small intestine and even the large intestine, where we also need it. So this is the small intestine, large intestine is where we want to be getting that good bacteria from a probiotic. It's where most of our immune system cells are. It's also where we absorb a lot of our nutrients and fatty acids, etc. So with our probiotic, it features a special DR capsule, which gives it the protection that it needs to get through that stomach acid. Most capsules will dissolve within 7 minutes. Our special DR capsules take 52 minutes. So we're getting a lot more of that good bacteria down into the small intestine and large intestine where we need it. Our probiotic also contains a special beta-glucan. So this is a clinically proven ingredient to enhance the digestive system. It's also known as a prebiotic, which feeds the probiotic, and it's likened to colostrum, that first milk from a mother when they're feeding. So that is extremely powerful and contains a lot of immune boosting properties. There are 6 different strains of probiotic in our ProBio, all of which are very highly researched. You can check those strains just by jumping onto our website, and you can see the breakdown of those, or reaching out to the person who invited you on. We know that for some health funds who recognise probiotics in their schemes, ours gets the tick of approval, and some health funds will even offer a cash back on those. But one of the other really awesome features about this is that our probiotics are in a desiccant bottle, which protects it from humidity. So not only are the capsules in a freeze-dried state, but they're protected from humidity with that bottle, so they do not require refrigeration. I actually keep mine beside my bed. It's the last thing I have before I go to sleep at night. So this trio is known as our activated essentials, and it really gives the body that full inside boost that it needs. And in that trio, you get the discounted rate of $190 plus free shipping, which is awesome. So we also have the topical versions of our NRF2 products, because like I said, oxidative stress impacts every cell, system and organ, and our skin is our largest organ. It's also our first line of defense, so we really need to protect it. This skincare range is a 4-part system which boosts the protective barriers of our skin, and it also provides incredible results. It's an extremely clean formula, so none of the nasties in there. We always recommend people jump onto this Think Dirty app and scan your products in your bathroom, kitchen, wherever. It will tell you the toxicity levels of any of your products, and all of ours rate very cleanly. Be careful, you'll end up throwing out half of your bathroom cupboard though, because holy dooly, there's some toxins hidden in our just everyday stuff, shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, all of those sorts of things. One set will last you a good 3 to 4 months and is only $201.50. So it's a mid-range price for a high quality, high level skincare range. You can see here just some of the incredible results that our customers have had, different experiences from burns to wounds, all sorts of things, incredible skin results, as well as the fine lines and wrinkles. It really does get great results there. We also have the hand cream, which is fantastic for the remainder of the body. A very clean formula. I use this on my little boys ever since they were tiny, because it's just so safe and clean for them. And we also have the hair care system, which has already won awards for being the best new products, an extremely clean and formula, as well as getting incredible results, which you can just see here from some of these photos as we skip through. Incredible. So with our company, a lot of people ask, you know, why haven't I heard of this before? It seems so big and amazing and wow, but I've not heard of it. And the reason for that is our company is still so very young. So when it comes to the number of people that are actively sharing LifeVantage, we're sitting at about 80,000 distributors worldwide, probably just over that now. We've had some massive growth in the last few months. But the Direct Selling Association actually says that the first 150,000 distributors per country are the ones that have a once in a lifetime opportunity. And when it comes to Australia, we're not quite 3,000, but we're certainly getting up towards that number, which is just a drop in the sea. That's not even, like that's not even a fraction of that 150,000. So we're very much the early adopters. Those that are jumping on sharing now, we have that opportunity to grow with momentum, which is rapidly occurring at the moment, a lot of growth. We're the first to be sharing this incredible breakthrough, but we also have that great opportunity to grow with the company. It is a global company opening up into new countries every year. We launched in 6 new countries last year, and we're on track to do the same again this year. We've just launched into New Zealand. We have our official launch party happening in April. So slowly opening up into new countries across the world, and we are the ones that are able to share with these other markets ourselves for the first time, which is really exciting. And when it comes to traditional businesses, so this is just, not everyone will be looking at the business option, and that's totally okay. I certainly wasn't. I was happy just to share with those nearest and dearest to me. Now I'm extremely passionate about the business because I've seen what it can provide. I've experienced it. And, for me, I've always known about the traditional business model, or the traditional work model, I should say, where you go to school, you go to uni. My background's education. I taught for years, and then I went into that role of school principal, and that was me working for the next 40 to 50 years. I probably would have had to work a bit longer because I've had so much time on maternity leave. And then we get to this stage here where we've got those last few years of our lives, which, not always the best years, and we have to live on a portion of what we've survived on for the last 40 to 50. And, I look at my mum, who's 65 this year, and she's still working because, this is the traditional model and this is what we have to do. They keep extending that retirement age. So when it comes to LifeVantage, it provides another option. So it might be that you continue to work your traditional job and just pick this up part-time, working in the nooks and crannies of your life, half an hour a day even, but it's providing that opportunity where you can earn as you learn. Everything we do is taught on the job. You can earn a check from your very first day in business. And if you are motivated enough and you're willing to share with enough, then you have that opportunity to make this a 2 to 5 year plan, and then potentially live life on your terms for the remainder. So it provides a really wonderful opportunity. We have an incredible company that supports us all the way. They're very well recognized for the community and the family-like feel that it has. We've had a lot of people join because of that culture. We've just welcomed Erin Brockovich to our board of directors. She is a massive health and wellness advocate, but not only that, she's a lady that does her research. If you've seen the movie Erin Brockovich, you'd know only too well how much this lady likes to research. And she has admired our company for a number of years, and she has now joined our company's board of directors to help with those decisions and to help lead our company into a global platform. So we're very proud to have her on board, and we know that she wouldn't put her name against anything if she was not proud and hadn't done her research. Now, our company is also publicly traded, which means that anybody can jump onto the NASDAQ. LFVN is our code, our NASDAQ code. You can jump on, you can check out how our company's performing. We're 100% transparent, which is not the case with all companies. You know, sometimes you hear about these startups that go whoomp and then they flop and they shut the doors and the distributors were none the wiser. That doesn't happen. That wouldn't happen with LifeVantage, because you can see that we are transparent. You can see the growth. You can see that we're a cash-rich company. We have that backing there. But the other thing you can see is that what our distributors earn on average at each rank. So each year we release this income disclosure statement, and it shows that even these beginning ranks, Pro 1 to Pro 3, distributors are making enough money on average to pay for their own products and more, pay for a few bills as well. By Pro 4, 5, part-time income, Pro 6, 7, you know, these levels are full-time incomes, and this is just our mid-ranks of the company. Anything beyond that, which we haven't even seen the tip of those number of elites coming through yet because we're so young, these ones here, this is the life-changing money. This is making a big difference. And this is based on a residual income, which means it comes month after month after month. So I'm still getting paid on my first month in the business when I enroll those first few customers. It just continues to pay. And then I can will this down to my children. So this is an asset I'm building. It's a legacy I'm creating for my family. Very special. So for many people, they just want to be using these products as customers. And, you know, this is where I was at. I wanted to be a customer. I wanted to use these products. We have wholesale prices for our customers just by being on a monthly subscription, but there's no startup fees, no cancellation fees. So even if you ordered for 1 month and that was it, we'd still work it out for you to be on wholesale price. Any order over $150 will qualify for free shipping. So, you know, that's your activated essentials. You want a skincare, you want to put your hair care in there and a hand cream or something, that's getting your free shipping. Then for those of you who are sitting here tonight and you're looking at this information, you think, yes, I want these products for myself, but I can also think of a few people who I would like to share this with. And, you know, for me, I wanted to be the one to give this information to my family. I didn't want them to have to wait for years for it to filter down through somebody else, or, you know, I wanted to be the one who shared it with them. So as a distributor, we have a number of different packs that you can start on. We encourage people to come in where they fit in. We always recommend a gold or a platinum because they entitle you to full commissions. But with those packs, you also get your website, marketing materials, an incredible team for support. We have a simple system with proven results. We have generous fast start bonuses, etc. So it's an incredible opportunity. These packs are a one-off purchase, and then the only requirement to maintain your distributorship is that you have at least one bottle coming to your month, which you need anyway for yourself. So for me, it just made sense. I thought, great, I'll get the pack. I can share the products with my family, and then I just continue to order as I would as a customer anyway. And then I have the privilege of earning income off sharing, which is unique. So with LifeVantage, why now? Well, we talked about the timing. The timing is the only thing with our company that gets worse. More and more people are joining every single day. Our growth is incredible, and you can see that by jumping onto the NASDAQ and seeing how we're performing. But this is the time now. If you want to be the one to share it with your friends and family, this is the time to be a part of what we have. Our products are incredible. They're science-backed. There's peer-reviewed research. They get results. I encourage you to ask the person who invited you on to get you into our exclusive Facebook group so you can see just a few of our customers' experiences if you're not already in there. But we know that with that research, we know these products get the results that they claim. It's incredible. We have a very generous compensation plan, rated one of the best by the Direct Selling Association, you know, paying out the bulk of its money to those early and big, middle ranks there. So that's very powerful. And then, of course, we have an incredible support and mentorship program where when you join this business, you're not just joining and then that's it, you've forgotten about. You join a team where we have retreats and we have weekly and monthly, we have monthly get-togethers, we have weekly trainings, you know, incredible support there. For me personally, the professional development that I have received in this company, being a part of this company, has been the best. You know, I didn't receive this as this sort of training as a principal. I didn't receive it as a teacher. I've received better professional development from this than anything else I've done before. It's been an incredible growth journey. So I thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you got some great information out of there. I encourage you to get back in contact with the person who invited you on, and they will be able to help you to order your products, get you started, or answer any more questions you may have. I will stop the recording as well. So I'll just